And welcome back into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with this week's MLB Power Rankings. We are joined by District Nation. District, welcome in. Tell us
Thanks
a
for
little
having
bit
me.
about yourself and tell us about your channel as well.
Yeah, I'm District Nation. We cover the Nationals is our main thing. We cover Washington Nationals baseball. Do a lot of games on the weekend. Come summertime, we're going to be doing almost every game. Big fan of DC. You can tell by the custom hat. Everything around me is Nats here, and yeah, big fan of the Nationals and Commanders as well.
Because I absolutely you were absolutely great at doing play by play. One of my issues I have when I'm doing play by plays, I have a lot of dead airtime. You don't have that. You got something to say. You're always thinking. I have one question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
Your home run call. Did you come up with that, or did you steal that from somebody?
That is all me. Watch it fly was me.
That's awesome.
Just slipped out of my mouth once, and it hasn't stopped.
That's a great home run call. So
thank you.
Thank you for hopping in this week, and we'll get into this week's MLB Power Rankings. Bud is here. What's up, Bud?
He's saying hey to me. What's up, Bud? Happy to see you.
Yep. All right. So let me switch the screen, and we'll get into the number 30 team this week already. Where do I have that? I got to switch this up, and then I got to switch the camera as well. There's that. Oops. And then I'm going to switch that to that so we can see some of the chat. So coming in at number 30 again this week, no movement from last week. The Angels struggling, 19-34, worst record in baseball, 3-7 over their last 10. 28th in average, 20th in runs though. They're hitting home runs. They're 7th in total home runs. Pitching is their issue as well. 27th in ERA, 28th in runs, 21st in hits. Not giving up a ton of home runs, but also not striking out a ton of people. District, any chance do you think Mike Trout would accept a trade?
I don't think so. He's been with them so long by this point. It would be going to one team for 1 or 2 years. His legacy's with the Angels already. I think he'll get what we call retirement tour, just 1 or 2 more years in the spotlight. I don't think it's that much needed for him to go to a different team just to maybe contend for a little while.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think that if they do trade him, I think the only team he would accept a trade to would be the Phillies because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
But they have one more with Texas at home today before they have an off day tomorrow, and then they go on the road for 3 with Detroit and then 3 with Tampa Bay. So things get tougher there for them. Well, Detroit's struggling right now.
Tampa Bay, though. Tampa Bay this weekend.
Tampa Bay. Yep, Tampa Bay is going to be in our top 5 this week. But let's keep going here. Coming in at number 29, the Colorado Rockies down 1 spot from 28 last week to 29 this week. 20-33 on the year. Another team that's not doing too well, 3-7 over their last 10. Doing okay offensively. They're 10th in average, 19th in runs, 8th in hits. But pitching, not only are they pitching out in Colorado, but yeah, their pitching staff is not very good. 28th, you guys can see, 28th, 26th, 30th.
Yeah, just the pitching as well. You're in Colorado. It's destined your pitching's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Because balls fly there. So
they have one more with Arizona. Then they're in LA with the Dodgers for 3. And then they're back home for San Francisco next weekend. So they're gonna stay in this bottom tier. I don't know right now if anybody's gonna I don't know if the Angels will have to go on a little streak to jump out of that 30th spot.
Yeah. And you got the Dodgers coming up. So
yeah. Miss Gina is here saying greetings. And guest, Miss Gina, this is District Nation. I know you've been part of our redirects over to his channel, but he's been wanting to come on one of these power ranking streams. Just happened to work out this week.
Yep.
Hey, Charles Adderley is here. Sir Charles, what is happening? So let me look. Hey, C. Lee is here. What's up, C. Lee? C. Lee, are you officially on summer break yet? I know he's getting close.
Yeah, I know I got it. I think 3 weeks left. So.
Oh, wow.
But some short weeks coming up. So.
Oh, Miss Gina says she is subscribed to you.
Yep, she has been in streams a couple times. Yes.
And District Nation will also be joining the new Pure Adrenaline football channel that we have going here. So look for
to join.
Some extra content from him over there, as well as his own channel. All right, everybody's saying hi to one another over there. I'll let Mrs. PAS know that everybody's saying hello when she gets home. She went out to church this morning. Coming in at number 28, up one spot, the San Francisco Giants. This team surprises me being here. I thought San Francisco would be better than this. Not 10 games under 500, but they are struggling. They're getting on base, but they're not scoring. They are dead last in runs scored, not hitting home runs, and they're pitching bottom tier, bottom half, definitely. But definitely 20 in most categories there.
Yeah, the one thing I'd like to say about this team is Bryce Eldridge is not getting the starts he should be. One of the Giants' top prospects over the years, drafted a couple years ago. I don't see why they're giving time to Rafael Devers. They're playing Devers more than Eldridge, and Eldridge is their future. Devers is probably not a part of this team's future. I don't understand why you wouldn't start him instead. Let him develop now when you're not good, but instead they're starting Devers.
Yeah, and I've heard some rumblings where they want to try to offload Devers, but you're going to have to get somebody to – you're either going to have to pay some of that contract or find a team willing to take on that contract.
There's not too many people who are willing to take on that contract,
Nope.
I think.
Nope. So, actually, even though Fitzy was frustrated, our guy Fitzy, who covers the Red Sox, was so angry when they got rid of him, it was probably a good idea they got rid of him when they did.
Yeah.
All right, just catching up with the chat, everybody. All right, let's keep climbing up to number 27 here. The Houston Astros, no movement from last week. Another team that surprises me here. I don't follow the American League too much, so I don't know if they have some things going on. I heard Alvarez left the game yesterday.
I did hear that as well, yes. That's trouble. That is trouble. That their offense is named Jordan Alvarez. So.
Right. So they're 6th in average, 17th in runs, 7th in hits, and 7th in home runs. They don't steal many bases, but another team with the pitching issues, almost dead last in a lot of categories, but the worst team on ERA, of 5.18 team ERA.
I think this is the only team that is worse in pitching than the Nationals in every stat.
Wow.
We're usually second to last and dead last in pitching power rankings and everything. It's always Astros then Nationals at 29. So only one. And their story is similar as well. Yes.
But I believe they're going for the sweep of the Cubs.
Ooh, that's
in
good.
Chicago.
Chicago.
So then they're still on the road for Texas, and then they're back home next weekend against Milwaukee. We will be live on Pure Adrenaline on Thursday night for the Astros-Rangers game.
Oh, good rivalry game.
There's no Met game that night. As of right now, there's no Met game that night, depending on weather. But So let's keep climbing here. Number 26, the Baltimore Orioles, a team I expected to be better than this. Still 7 games under 500. They were 26 last week, 26 this week. No movement, 4-6 over the last 10. Struggling offensively, bottom tier in every category except for home runs, where they're 14th. So middle of the road there.
I think I expected a little bit more out of this team because they finally opened the wallet this offseason. Yep. Finally went for Alonso, finally started. I thought this could be a year where they actually find themselves a little bit higher in the rankings, even the power rankings right here, but instead they're down here.
Oh, first off, a couple things. Bucks says Rays and Yankees starting on time. Well, that's good because it is raining here in the Northeast again. And he upped his membership, has been a member for 5 months. So thank you, Bucks.
Good job, Bucks.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, Baltimore, one more with Detroit, but then they're home for Tampa Bay and Toronto. So tough matchups coming up for them, but at least they're home for those series. So there's a possibility. The Tampa Bay series is 3 games, and the Toronto series is 4 games. Now you probably get to see a lot of Orioles.
Oh yes,
yeah,
not a good Orioles ball because it's local here. So when Nats aren't on, turn to the Orioles. But it's not a rivalry per se, but we still have the Beltway series. Never too competitive anymore, though.
Miss Gina says, yes, it's raining and so chilly in New York, too. Let's see, what do we got here? We are at 55 degrees here in Northeast Pennsylvania and raining. So Let's climb up to number 25, the Detroit Tigers. This team has been dropping like a rock. 1-9 over their last 10, 20-32 on the year. They are going to keep falling right now. It's going to be interesting to see. I think they trade Scooble, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of package somebody gives up because he is going to be a free agent after this season, and he's coming off of that elbow surgery. So,
yeah, and Scooble's just such a big part of their team. Without him, what are they? They're 1-9.
Yep.
And quickly here to my chat, what up, Dan? He's in the chat saying, "What's up, District?" So,
what's up, Dan? Welcome in.
Thanks for coming in.
Who do you think wins today, Yankees or Rays? I don't know. I have not looked at the pitching matchup. District, can you do that real quick?
Oh, look at the pitching.
And I'll finish up on Detroit.
Yeah, perfect. I can do that right now. So I think, let me get here. Yankees, Rays. We got Rasmussen and Weathers. So decent guys. Two decent pitchers. Rasmussen 4-1, 319. Weathers 2-2, 358. Now it's just up to the hitters because two decent pitchers are going to come at you. What are the hitters going to do?
Yep. So I don't know. I don't know enough about the American League. Miss Gina says it's 49 where she is. Bud says we missed out on spring this year. Yeah. Yep. Bud doesn't live too far from where I am. Charles says it's raining and cool. 84 degrees.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool there.
See, Lee says it's 80 where he is. Bryce, what's up, Bryce? Welcome back. But yeah, Detroit going to continue. Well, we'll see here. They got some matchups here. You got the Angels coming up in the Chicago White Sox. But yeah, without having the pitching, they're going to be in trouble here.
Yeah, Scuba was their pitching, so
yep.
He's out till July, I think they said. So
coming in and that's down 4 spots from 21 last week to 25 this week.
They will keep dropping until July.
Kansas City, no movement from last week, even though they're 2-8 over their last 10. They have one more with Seattle before the Yankees go to Kansas City, and then Kansas City goes to Texas next weekend.
Wow, I think this is a waste of Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. is on a team that is ranked 24, and we were in MVP conversations about him. That's just a waste, and I feel bad for the guy.
I mean, horrendous. What has happened to the Kansas City Royals? I mean, just
wasted some good talent over there.
Look at offensively, they're middle of the pack or worse. Where pitching, they're about middle of the pack in every case. So it's their offense right now. And Bobby Witt's probably the only offense they have.
Well, they have Michael Garcia, but nothing to scream home about. He's an average leadoff 2-hitter.
He's back before the trade deadline, he said, Buck says.
Oh, so he'll be back before trade deadline. I don't think they deal him. They'll hold on.
I think they do because I think they know he's leaving.
Yeah, he is on a team that consistently probably won't get far into playoffs if they do somehow.
I really think Kansas City might be the Yankee case. What's that mean? I'm not following.
I think he means that where they're really bad up to August, September, and then they make a push at the end of the season randomly. They just randomly somehow make a push.
So let's keep climbing here to that number 20 spot. Coming in at number 23, my New York Mets. They are up 2 spots from last week, even though they have lost the first 2 in Miami here. They did split. They did split with Washington.
Yes, they did.
But they've lost the first 2 in Miami. They still not hitting. No Juan Soto today either. He got scratched. The original Met lineup that came out had Soto DHing. And they released the lineup today, and Soto is out with the lineup.
Oh, that's interesting.
So we don't know. Might just be a day off, honestly. I know DHing is kind of a day off, but they might just be giving him a day off.
Yeah, I think he played all 4 in Washington too. So.
Yeah, and he's played the first 2 in left field in this series as well. So
6 games in a row, either DHing or in the outfield.
Yeah. But the Mets still struggling offensively, 25th. not hitting home runs either, 22nd. I thought coming into this year, no way are they going to be worse offensively than they were last year, and they are much worse offensively. They scored, 4.2 runs a game last year, and they're scoring like 3.2 runs a game this year. So a full run less.
The only game where we scored a lot of runs, either team, was the game on Monday where we went to extras. That was the
Extra
only
innings,
time.
yeah.
And that was because we ran out of pitching. We solidly ran out by this 11th inning. We had to put in a position player down by 5, which you never see.
Miss Gina says, yay, at least we moved up, knuckleheads.
They did move up.
The Mets look better than I expected, says Bud. Pitching. The Mets are getting great. The problem with the Mets is if they do get great pitching, they don't hit. And when they hit, they don't get great pitching. They don't get great pitching. So, one more with Miami today in Miami. Then they're home tomorrow for Cincinnati. Hopefully, it looks like it's supposed to be nice now. Originally, Monday was looking like another rain out, but 3 with Cincinnati at home. Then an off day on Thursday, and then they're home for Miami. So usually when you're home, you usually don't get the off day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no happy medium, Miss Gina. So, yeah, up 2 more spots. Still 8 games under 500. I get people in my chat thinking, oh, you guys still think this is a playoff team. No, you don't know my channel then, because right now I think the Mets are 500 baseball club.
Yeah, they'll hit around 500, maybe a couple games.
They're going to win. They're going to win 75 to 82, 83 games this year.
And I bet they have a good September too.
Yeah.
They have a good last month and make that last push.
So we'll see where they end up next week. The Boston Red Sox, Fitzy's team, who we usually see in the chat here. We haven't seen them yet today. They're up 1 spot, 22-29 on the year, 5-5 over their last 10. They are all over the place offensively as well. 15th in average, but 29th in runs, 16th in hits. Not hitting many home runs either, but pitching is helping them out. They are top 10 in a lot of categories there.
Yeah, Sonny Gray's been pretty good. Sonny Gray's been a good arm so far, so he's helping out their pitching a little bit. And with Crochet not at his best. Crochet's been not the 2025 Crochet, and Sonny Gray stepped up after his injury, coming back from the IL. He's been much, much better, and he's doing a lot for this pitching rotation right now.
All right, let's keep looking here. The Red Sox, 1 more with Minnesota today before Atlanta goes to town. Atlanta goes to Boston, and then Boston goes to Cleveland next weekend.
Atlanta for a 3-gamer, so I could see them going down next week if Atlanta comes.
Yeah, and not even that. Cleveland's hot right now too. So
yeah, Cleveland's on a good win streak. I don't know if they won yesterday, so I don't know if the win streak's still alive.
I think they were rained out.
Oh, so they
were rained out yesterday. Let's come in at number 21. Number 21 this week, down 1 spot from last week. The Miami Marlins. They are 24-29 on the year. They are all over the place offensively. Go ahead. You started to say something.
Yeah, I don't know how they're 9th in home runs, but they're 23rd I'm looking at the wrong stat here.
Yeah,
but they're all over the place everywhere. Seems like one place they're good, but something that feeds off that they're not good at, like runs to home runs.
Right. Yeah, they've given up the 9. That's the column on the right is the pitching ranks, and the columns on the left are the hitting ranks. So 1 more with the Mets before they go to Toronto for 3, and then to New York to face the Mets for 3 next weekend.
Yeah, just here for my chat, Dan just said that the Phillies beat the Guardians 3-0 yesterday.
Oh, the Phillies! So that's right.
They did get a game in.
Somebody was filling in for play-by-play with JJ. I saw.
I don't think that was yesterday. I think that's today.
Oh, I don't know. His channel was live last night, so
maybe someone was. I thought the stream was only scheduled for Sunday. Last I checked.
Oh, all right. Let's keep climbing. Coming in at number 20 this week, the Cincinnati Reds, down 5 spots from 20th or 15th last week to 20th this week. Man, another team struggling offensively. They're playing St. Louis. St. Louis is a surprise team. We'll see where they fall in this week's ranks. But Cincinnati, even though they fell, they're still 27 and 25. They're pitching. They need help pitching. Go ahead.
Two games over 500, and they're ranked at number 20. So
right.
We got some good ones coming up then if they're 2 games over.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. One more with St. Louis. Then they're at the Mets and back home for Atlanta next weekend. So that'll be tough. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, Dan dropped that. So that was good to know. The Phillies, they're down 1 spot from last week. They were 18th last week, 19th this week. Oh, they're batting. Let's change that to 230. There we go.
Yeah, if they're batting 0-23, I don't see how they're ranked number 19.
Yeah.
That must be some really good pitching.
Yep. But their pitching is they're all over the place. Now they got off to a bad start, so that's what's hurting them now. But since Mattingly has taken over, they are playing much better.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, 6-4 over their last 10. So they've come down a little bit since that hot streak. But one more with Cleveland. And then they go to no day off, and they go to San Diego.
Head right
out to California. So they have San Diego and the Dodgers. So tough games coming up for the Phillies.
Yeah, what I don't get is they're 28th in hits, and then they're 2nd in strikeouts. Very different stats there. 2 different stories to tell.
Yeah. Let's keep climbing, Dan. Buck says, how is Philly there? They're a 500 ball club. Yeah.
It's not just record. There are many other factors.
It's just not right. Right. I do factor in win-loss. I factor in opponent. And I factor in remaining strength of schedule as well.
And San Diego and LA, that's going to be a tough week.
Yeah, right.
And they had Cleveland over the weekend. So
yeah. So let's keep climbing here. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Bud says my brother expects to be at the Phillies game today, rain permitting. Coming in at number 18, your Washington Nationals. We'll spend a little time here. They were 14th last week, but they dropped 4 spots to 18 this week. They split with the Mets.
Yeah.
And they've split with Atlanta so far this week.
Yeah, there's a story to tell here. I think that we should have taken 3 of 4 in that series. Game 4 in that series Thursday, I was there, and the bats were not moving. We couldn't hit anything. The pitching, I don't even think the pitching was that good for either of us. Our bullpen was tired after 4 games. And last 10 games, 5-5, and it's because of the offense. We previously had the best offense in the league before this with scoring runs just in general, and now we can't really score runs. But surprisingly, our pitching is picking up some slack. So pitching's coming in. We had a 1-hitter yesterday against the Braves. Did not expect that at all, especially after a rain delay. That was a good game. But now if the offense is going to do this week, we could use some good pitching against Cleveland and then San Diego at home. So,
yeah, I was listening into that 1-hitter. They had it was funny how you wouldn't say they had a no-hitter going for the longest time. And
yeah.
I liked how you're like, he wouldn't say it. He's like, just check the scorebook.
Can't say. And yet it still ended in the 7th. So,
but that's it. They only gave up the 1 hit. What I saw a stat, was it the 10th time they've pitched a 1-hitter?
I believe so. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I believe our last one was against the Mets on July 4th 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I remember that one very well.
Surprised that wasn't a no-hitter.
Yeah. I think it was Brandon Nimmo on the 1 hit, if anyone remembers Brandon Nimmo.
Yeah. All right, let's keep climbing here. Anything else on your Nationals before we move on?
Just, once again, pitching needs to light up if the offense is going to fall. But I'm really hoping our offense can find it again, because when we found it, we were good up to the plate. So average you guys are 10th, but you have the most runs scored. 4th in hits. You guys are hitting home runs. You're 6th, stealing bases. So you're putting pressure on. But yeah, pitching 26th, 30th, 29th, 30th in middle of the pack and striking out opponents. So yeah, that's why if it evens out, you're 1st in one category, 30th in another. The average out is to 15. So 18 is a good number to have us at.
One more with Atlanta before going to Cleveland for 3. An off day Thursday, and then you're back home for San Diego next weekend. So coming in at number 17 this week, up 5 spots, the Toronto Blue Jays. They are starting to turn things around. 7-3 over their last 10. They're still 2 games under 500. They have 1 more with Pittsburgh, and then 3 with Miami, and 4 at Baltimore next weekend.
Wow.
So
You don't see many series start on a Thursday usually.
yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Middle of the pack on average, little worse than that on runs. So they're getting on base, they're just not getting people across the bag or across the plate. But pitching, they are 10th in ERA, 11th in fewest runs, 19th in hits, 10th in fewest home runs, and 3rd most strikeouts for their pitching staff. So up 5 spots. I expect them to keep climbing. I expect them to be a playoff team this year.
Yesterday, they actually got to Paul Skeens, which was really impressive. They got to him and put 5 runs on him, which I don't see many teams doing to Skeens.
Wow. So let's keep climbing up here. Coming in at number 16. I still call them Oakland. I know they play in Sacramento and they're moving to Vegas, but they are down 5 spots from 11 last week to 16 this week, 4-6 over their last 10.
Wow.
They are hitting, but another team that hits and doesn't pitch.
Yeah.
1 more with San Diego before they're back home for Seattle and the Yankees.
So they've got a tough, semi-tough week coming up. You got the Mariners, then you got the Yankees who are going to hit, and these are not good pitchers here, so you got to find a way to outscore them when you play New York this weekend.
Yep. Let's climb up to number 15. We are halfway through our list this week. The Chicago White Sox. They kind of cooled off after a hot couple weeks. They are down 2 spots from 13 to 15, but still 1 game up. Above 500, I should say.
I expected them to be way worse.
I expected them to be way worse as well.
Yeah.
What's weird is they're not hitting, but when they are getting on base, they're scoring because they're 21st in average, but they've scored the 11th most runs.
Yeah. I think most of that is coming from Murakami, though. Murakami was just randomly hits a home run, 17 home runs, and he's only hitting 240. So
yeah, I was just going to say that they're taking advantage. They've hit the 3rd most home runs. So when they're getting on base, their hits are home runs. So, but pitching, struggling there. 24th in ERA, 24th in runs. Not striking out a lot of batters either. Giving up a ton of home runs as well, 56. 1 more with San Francisco before they face the Twins for 4 and Detroit for 3 next weekend. That Minnesota and Detroit series are both in Chicago.
They're back home for a week, so maybe they play. I think they play a little bit better at home, but just seeing that if they want to win games, their offense is going to have to surround Murakami a little bit, and they got to score runs for their pitching.
Coming in at number 14 this week, the Minnesota Twins. They are up 5 spots. They were 19th last week, 14th this week. Once again, it's not just based off a win-loss record, because if it was, they wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
6-4 over their last 10, and they're all over the place offensively. 16th, 8th, 15th, but pitching as well. 19th in ERA, 22nd in runs, 18th in hits, but they're not giving up home runs.
Yeah, so they're managing to just keep the ball within the ballpark, and when you do that, the record reflects it a little bit.
Yeah.
Should be a lot worse with every other pitching stat.
1 more with Boston in Boston before they go to the south side to play the White Sox for 4. In Pittsburgh for 3 in Pittsburgh next week.
Yeah, if they won't give up home runs in Chicago, I have no reason to believe that they won't win the series if they can just keep the ball within.
Miss Gina says, yay, our math is on right now. Let's go. That means we have more likes than people watching. That's good. Yeah, no matter where you're watching from. I know we got people watching over on District Nation's page as well.
Yes, we do.
So make sure you hit that thumbs up on either side. Hit that subscribe button on either side if you're not subscribed. Buck says, I understand where you're coming from. I never thought about it, but now I do. Yeah, it's not just based off of win-loss.
If it were the Twins are at 17, because I have the ESPN standings up here, they'd be 17 if it were just record.
Gotcha. And that'll be the case as well. We're getting ready. We have the formulas and everything ready to go for the NFL rankings this year as well. So It'll also be not just based on win-loss record as well. Even though football is a lot less games, we do factor in point differential and opponent's record as well. Jeff is back saying hi from Jerusalem, my first Power Rankings program. Informative. What's up, Jeff? I know Jeff stops into some of our Mets live streams. So, yeah, Minnesota up 5 spots to 14 this week. Let's keep climbing to that number 10 spot. We usually get some Pirate fans checking us out. Dr. DeLay usually stops in, and some of the folks from his channel are usually in the chat. But we haven't seen them yet. We'll see if the Pirates are still in the top 10 this week. But coming in at number 13, the Texas Rangers up 3 spots from 16 last week. Once again, not based off a win-loss record because they are 24-27.
And they're just finding other ways to get up in the power rankings.
And look, pitching is what's helping them right now. 8th in ERA, 5th in fewest runs, 5th in fewest hits. Right now playing Anaheim. The Angels, one more with them before they go home for 4 with Houston and 3 with Kansas City. Our guy DK is here. What's up, DK? DK will also be part of some of our Pure Adrenaline streams during the football season here, but he'll also be posting content from the 49ers fan standpoint over on the new Pure Adrenaline football channel as well. So,
he's a 49ers fan?
Yes, he is. Yep. So
looks like we got a few West Coast teams a part of that then.
Yep.
Want to get all around the world teams.
Yep. Want to get we got I think we said 6 so far, and I still haven't asked a couple of the other streamers yet. So all right, let's keep climbing here. Texas coming in at number 13. Coming in at number 12, the Seattle Mariners. No movement from last week. Another team struggling offensively. They're 29th in average, 29th in hits. But they're when they are hitting, they're hitting home runs because they're 11th in home runs, and they're pitching all over the place. 6th in ERA, 8th in fewest runs, 9th in most strikeouts. Oh, there's a game going on right now. Did you know that?
I did know that. Started, I think, during our stream, the Peacock morning game, I think they call it.
O'Neal Cruz just hit a home run.
Oh, wow. He's been decent.
All right, let's keep climbing here. Oh, wait, Seattle's got one more with Kansas City before they go to Sacramento for 3 with the A's, and then they're back home for Arizona next weekend. Coming in at number 11, up 6 spots, the Arizona Diamondbacks. 17th last week.
Wow.
Number 11 this week. 7-3 over their last 10.
Yeah, when you're 7-3, chances are you're going to climb a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially when you're lower.
One more with Colorado here, but then they go to San Francisco for 3 and Seattle for 3 with an off day on Thursday.
Yeah, I'd hope if you play Colorado, you climb in the power rankings.
Yeah, yep.
I would hope that you're up at least 3 spots.
So and run differential, if you're gonna blow out a team, that's gonna give you a little extra boost as well.
Yeah, because runs scored and runs not given up.
Yep. All right, so
top 10.
Let's go to the top 10. We haven't actually Pittsburgh's playing right now, right?
I think so. Yeah,
that's why we haven't seen the Pirates fans in the chat today. Well, they'd be happy. Denny, who might rewatch the stream later, is a Pirates fan, and the Pirates. He said the Pirates would be outside of the top 10. They are not. They are still at number 10.
Right at 10.
They dropped 1 spot from 9 last week. 3-7 over their last 10. So struggling as of right now, but they're offensively they're fine. Fourth, second, not hitting the home runs, but that's okay. When you're putting pressure on everywhere else. 13th in ERA on the pitching side, 18th in runs allowed, but not giving up too many hits, home runs, and striking out a ton of people. So,
yeah, they're just like somehow a decent rotation. I didn't even realize it until I looked at the 5. I have them behind me on the board, but still, Keller's in there, Bubba Chandler's somehow in there, and then Paul Skeens, and they're decent. I thought they'd be a terrible staff besides just Paul Skeens, and they're not really. I think they're not too bad.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on them. We'll see how they fare this coming week with 4 with the Cubs, and then Minnesota, who's hot right now, all at home for Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, with a decent week, can solidify their spot in the top 10, I should say, but could start dropping as well, especially if you start. But the Cubs, we'll see about the Cubs here. We'll keep climbing up to the Cubs.
So I just had a question. I had a question here.
Go ahead.
Have we seen any other NL Central teams in the rankings yet, or are they all above Pirates?
I don't remember now. Let me go over and look.
Yeah, I can check here as well. But if they're really all in the top 10, that is amazing for that division.
What did I do? Oh, I sent you the list here.
Oh,
Let me come over and look at the list.
Yeah, the only one we've seen is the Reds. That is the
only one. The only one we've seen is the Reds.
Wow, so 2 teams out of the NL Central through 20 rankings.
So who else we got? We have St. Louis, Milwaukee,
and Chicago.
Oh, the Cubs, yeah.
Chicago is our last one. They're right there.
Wow, that's a tough division.
I think they said a bunch of teams in other divisions who are at first wouldn't even be in the wild card if they were in their division.
Right.
Just based off of how good that division's been.
Well, I know the American League, doesn't the American League only have like 3 or 4 teams that are above 500?
Something like that, yeah.
That's incredible.
You have the Rays, the Yankees, the Guardians, the White Sox, and then the Athletics are at 500, and that's it.
Wow.
Not a good division this year.
Nope. All right, let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 9, the St. Louis Cardinals.
There's one right there.
They're down 2 spots as well, even though they're 29 and 22 on the year. They're 5-5 over their last 10. This is a team. This is probably my biggest surprise team of the year. I thought St. Louis would honestly be in contention for the worst record in baseball this season. And nope.
Yeah, they're somehow up there.
Yep. 14th in average, 10th in runs, 13th in hits, 10th in home runs. Pitching struggling a little bit. Bottom half or worse there. But it's baseball. You just have to outscore your opponent.
Yep. And they just got rid of Michaelis, so I thought their staff would get a little bit better. But
yeah,
didn't get too much better.
One more with the Reds before they go to Milwaukee for 3. And then they're back home for Chicago next weekend for 3.
Well, they played 3 of their teams in the division within a week. Wow. Tough. Then that's a tough schedule. If you have NL Central teams littered in your schedule, that is a tough schedule.
Especially when what would we say? Four of the 5 teams are in the top 10.
Yeah, dominating the league right now.
Yeah. Coming in at number 8, another one of those teams, the Chicago Cubs. Down 3 spots from 5 last week to 8 this week, 2-8 over their last 10.
And they only lost 3 spots? They were 2-8.
And they are on the verge of getting swept at home by the Astros.
That's not good for them. If you get swept at home by the Astros.
Yeah, 2-8 over the 10, 16th in average, but 6th in runs. So they're scoring runs. 12th in hits. Pitching, middle of the pack or worse, except for hits. They're 11th in hits.
Yeah.
But one more with Houston before they go to Pittsburgh for 4 and St. Louis for 3. So,
once again, 2 NL Central teams. Going to be a tough schedule.
Mm-hmm. And on the road, too. So,
and they will have to face Skeens looking at the Pirates because it's 4 games. So they will be facing Skeens.
They will face Skeens unless there's a rain out somewhere along the line here.
Yeah, he'll pitch Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday, yeah. All right, coming in at number 7, the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland is up 3 spots from 10 last week to 7 this week. 8 games above 500, 8-2 over their last 10. One more with Philadelphia before they are back home to face your Nats.
Yep.
And they're home next weekend for Boston. Struggling offensively, though, 26th in average, but 13th in runs. And part of that is because they're 15th in home runs. So
when they hit it out, is what I'm hearing. They hit for power, and that scores them runs. Like you said, to win baseball games, you got to outscore your opponents. However you may do it.
Their pitching staff, they're 7th in ERA, but 10th in runs allowed. and their pitching staff has struck out the most batters, 505 strikeouts on the year.
Ooh.
One more. Oh, we already did that. One more with Philly today. And let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 6, up 2 spots from last week, the Padres.
Ooh.
7-3 over their last 10. But man, struggling offensively. How could they be 31-20 and dead last in average and hits?
But they're still winning. I mean, look at the pitching stats.
Right.
They don't give up home runs. They don't give up hits. They don't seem to give up too many runs. So the staff just must be really good.
Yeah. One more against the A's before Philadelphia comes to town for 3, an off day on Thursday, because then they go to DC to face the Nationals.
Yes,
Are you guys? I'm gonna guess. I know it's a couple weeks away yet. Still a few weeks away yet. I'm gonna guess the Nationals are probably on the road this year for 4th of July weekend.
I think we're always at home. That's what they do.
Oh, they're always at home?
We always get the 11:05 start time at home. It's a tradition.
Gotcha.
So we always wear the red, white, and blue. We play at home. Earliest game. I think they say the reason is so people in DC can get home for fireworks on time.
Oh, gotcha.
No matter if it's a Thursday or a Monday, we always 11:05.
So the Padres coming in at number 6, up 2 spots.
Just taking a glance at their staff, it's not even like it's the most glorious staff. It's just they don't give up runs.
Michael King. Who else they got out there?
I can check here real quickly, but I know their bullpen has one guy in there that doesn't give up too many. Miller. Yeah, Mason Miller. You know the 9th inning is a scoreless night, then it must be a pretty decent team. Guaranteed scoreless 9th when he comes into the game. It always is. Just didn't think Mason Miller would do that.
Nope.
The Athletics and Sandy. And they're playing the Athletics right now, so not too tough of a schedule here. Getting up there, just a few of their pitchers. Walker Bueller's in there. Lucas Giolito.
Oh, well, they just signed Giolito, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have their rotation up. I just have a list of pitchers. The only name I really sticks out to me is Miller. I think that's the only name that really, he's here on the team.
So just getting it done.
Yeah, especially when the 9th inning, every 9th inning, it's scoreless.
Yeah.
Wish we could have that.
Let's
Either one of us.
Up. I know we both have streams coming up in a little bit, so let's not take too long. The Yankees are down 2 spots from last week. They were 3rd last week, 5th this week, 4-6 over their last 10. Another team struggling offensively in terms of average and hits, but taking advantage of it because they're 4th in runs, 1st in home runs. And actually a thing that the Yankees usually don't do, they're stealing bags this year. 6 most stolen bases.
Well, you never see them do that.
But they're pitching. They are getting help from pitching. And
their staff is really good. That's a staff where the names stick out.
4th in ERA, 4th in runs, 6th in hits, 2nd in fewest home runs, 10th in most strikeouts. But one more with Tampa Bay because one of the games got rained out but moved to September.
Oof. I hate when that happens because then there's just a random game sitting there.
Right. Then they go to Kansas City for 3 before an off day on Thursday, and then they're in Sacramento next weekend for 3 with the A's. So the Yankees should be able to get right, at least stabilize at 5, if not move up a spot or 2 again this week. So let's keep climbing up to number 1 here. Coming in at number 4, the Milwaukee Brewers. No movement from last week. 7-3 over their last 10. 30-19 on the season. No matter what Milwaukee does, no matter who Milwaukee loses, they are the team. They know how to build a team.
Yeah. Mizorowski was homegrown, I believe, too. So not was a trade or anything. He was sat in the minor leagues, worked his way up, and now he's at the big league level.
And their issues, they get to the playoffs every year. They just can't do anything once they get there.
Yeah. They've built this good team. I think this may be the year. Maybe I'm wrong, but this could be the year where they make a push.
Let's see about top. They're 6th in average, 7th in runs. They're not a home run hitting team, so that doesn't surprise me. They're dead last.
For the pitching,
they steal bag. Yeah, pitching. 3rd in the ERA, 2nd in fewest runs. First, they've given up the fewest hits. They've given up the fewest home runs, and they've struck out the fifth most batters. They have one more with the Dodgers today, before St. Louis comes to town, and then they go to Houston next weekend for 3.
Well, I find it crazy to believe that they're 7-3, and they touched with the Dodgers just now.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I'm
Coming
assuming Mizorowski pitched over the weekend then.
I believe he did. I think he pitched Friday night, I think.
Ooh.
Coming in at number 3, the Tampa Bay Rays, up 3 spots from 6 last week to 3 this week, 8-2 over their last 10. Top offensively, another team. I did not expect Tampa Bay to be good this year.
Me either.
I thought at least a 500 club.
Yeah.
I thought, looking at the American League East, I thought Tampa Bay was the worst team. And I thought they'd still be 500, but I thought they were the worst team in the division.
Yeah. I thought that too, to be honest. Miracle out of nowhere, just coming in and being good. I think that's happened with a few teams now, where it's just a few good teams came in randomly and just decided to win games this season.
Yep. So second in average, 9th in runs scored, 9th in hits. Another team that's not going to hit a home run, but they're going to steal bags, so they put pressure on you other ways besides hitting the long ball. And their pitching staff, 5th in ERA, 6th in runs, 4th in fewest hits, 14th in fewest home runs. They don't strike out a lot of people either, but you don't have to strike people out if you can get them to hit. Yeah, exactly.
And looks like Bucks in the chat is surprised that they're at number 3. So,
Chance is here. What's up, Chance? He's over on your side.
Yeah, he's on my side.
The collab with Sensei PAS.
Sensei, that's a good one.
One more with the Yankees for the Rays before going to Baltimore for 3, and then they're back home next weekend for the Angels. So they can, they're at 3. They can improve some more.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they can find a way to beat the Yankees today. They should definitely take 2 out of 3 from Baltimore, and at least 2 out of 3 home against the Angels. But coming in at number 2, the Dodgers, 8-2 over their last 10. Record-wise, I know they're not as good as Tampa Bay, but right now, still sitting at number 2. Third, offense, look at offense. They don't steal bases, but they're going to hit 3rd in average, 3rd in runs, 3rd in hits, and 4th in home runs.
Hit a lot of home runs.
And pitching, top 10 in everything, if not top 5. I mean, 2nd ERA, 1st in fewest runs, 2nd in fewest hits, 5th in fewest home runs, and 8th in most strikeouts. So,
and you got the Rockies coming up, so that's probably why they're where they are in the rankings.
And in LA too, so it's not like
they're gonna hit so many home runs.
Pittsburgh, and then they have Philadelphia at home next weekend. So coming in at number 1 again right now, since they have taken over the number 1 spot a few weeks ago, they have not relinquished it. The Atlanta Braves, sitting at 36-17, 6-4 over their last 10. They're not stealing bases, which is a surprise to me.
They seem to be a fast team.
1st and 2nd in everything offensively, and top 10, if not top 5, they're in the pitching. One more with Washington today. We'll get back to that, but then they go to Boston for 3 starting on Tuesday, and Cincinnati for 3 next weekend. Your matchup today with Atlanta. Oh, it's in Atlanta, right?
We're Atlanta. Yeah, we're in Atlanta.
What's the pitching matchup? What are you guys thinking to wrap up your series there?
So it's Griffin versus Perez, and the thing with me is Griffin, his first few starts of the season, he was 4-0, doing great, and just the last few games he has not been good. I think it's been 6 runs in both games given up. And I think today, if he goes out and has a gem, does what I think he can do, they say he plays chess on the mound, and I really like that concept because when hitters can't hit him, they have no chance. So if he can do that for 5 innings, our bullpen is very fresh because we used a long man in Brad Lord yesterday and then had a closer in the 9th. So we have Gus Varland, Orlando Ribalta, another long man, and Andrew Alvarez all available, pitched against you guys, but I think they're available today. So if Griffin gives us a good 5, I see no reason why we can't win that game.
Alex saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Alec? Welcome back in. Chance saying, ooh, Blue Jays are ranked 17th. Okay, heck yeah.
Oof, I thought he'd want more. Kind of a little bit of the World Series drought.
Yeah.
But I thought you had to win the World Series to get the drought, though.
No, it's a team. It's a team that loses the World Series. Usually gets the
Oh, it's
drought.
the team that loses? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's been proven over the past 2 years where the Dodgers just keep coming back and winning.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, District Nation. See everyone soon, says Bud. Yeah. Thank you, Bud, for being in the chat. Thank you, Charles, Miss Gina. Appreciate everybody always hopping into our streams.
For
But
me,
that was
thanks to Dan and
yeah.
Shams and Miss Gina who came into my chat
Oh,
at
nice.
one point. So thanks to all those people for coming in.
Awesome. District Nation, once again, thank you for hopping in here. Give a plug to
thanks for
your
having me.
channel. Give a plug to your channel again as well. Let us know what you got coming up.
Well, today we got the Nats game, and then I should be back on Friday, and then Saturday I'm actually going to the Nats game to get the Abrams bobblehead. So I'll be back that Sunday to call more baseball. So we'll be
Very
back
cool.
next weekend. Yeah, and I will be redirecting my channel. Just so you guys know, anyone in mind, we're gonna head to PAS right now because they're about a little bit out from your next stream, I believe. So just head straight over there.
Yeah. So great stuff, everybody. We'll be back next week, Sunday at noon Eastern time. I think the only time we won't do it, the Mets do play one of those 12-15 games against somebody. So I think that's the week we might take a week off from the power rankings.
If you ever need me to, I can fill in and maybe show Simone power rankings if you ever need me to.
Yeah,
so.
Sure. Absolutely. We can do that. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for hopping in. To all my mods, thank you for showing up as always. And yeah, make sure you check out District Nation's channel. We always redirect a lot of times to either him or Fitzy, two young men that are absolutely crushing it with their play-by-play abilities. So thank you guys. And District, thank you also for being part of the new channel that we got coming up for football season as well.
Excited to do it.
Yeah,
excited to make some Commanders content.
Yep, lots of cool things happening. So, all right, everybody, until next stream, enjoy your Sunday afternoons, and we will see everybody next time.
See y'all then.